Good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Jason. Fancy meeting you here.
I know. So, guys, we have a special guest. Let's do a little bit of introductions, kind of what's happening today. And then we have an exciting show talking about all things Royal Caribbean. If you're just joining us, I'm Jason Poole. I'm a travel advisor with Cruise Planners. Love talking about all things travel. Today, we're focusing all on Royal Caribbean, what's happening with Royal Caribbean. There's a lot of new things happening, new ships, new destinations. There's a lot going on. Joining us from Royal Caribbean is Michelle. So Michelle, tell us a little bit about you. How long you've been with Royal Caribbean, what your job is at Royal Caribbean, and then
Sure.
we will dig right in.
Well, hello, everyone. Yes, my name is Michelle, and I'm the strategic account manager here based in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina for Royal Caribbean. I just celebrated on October the 11th my 36th year with the company. So, yes, I started when I was 10. So, Jason, you don't have to
Right.
do that math. Don't do that math. Anyway, and I'm super excited to be here. You know, I have been able to live out a passion of mine, which is cruising and travel for 36 years. And, there's so many exciting things on the horizon for Royal Caribbean. As a matter of fact, my husband just sent me a text about 10 minutes ago saying that the stock was up. I think we hit a record high of
I,
over $200. Did you see that?
I saw that. That's
So he
amazing.
is jumping up and down this morning. So we're, coming back from the pause of COVID. We have just in August, we surpassed all our debt as far as that was incurred during the COVID period, which was a pretty incredible task. And we are just so blessed to be able to move forward with so many fantastic and exciting projects between new ships and new ports of call and new Royal Beach clubs. And it's just so exciting.
Well, let's dig into the newest baby in the fleet, Utopia of the Seas. So, guys, about a month or two ago, I had a chance to do 3 nights on Utopia. So, it is the newest ship in the fleet and it's part of the Oasis class. So, its sister ships are the Oasis, Allure, Symphony, Harmony, Wonder.
Right?
And Michelle, I remember back in the day when it was always the tired ships, the old ships, doing those 3, 4 night cruises. And I always said to clients, yeah, you can do it, but it doesn't really represent the modern brand. And this isn't just a Royal Caribbean thing. This was
Uh,
industry wide.
yep.
Okay. Michelle, that's not true anymore.
That's not true. We've changed it all. So this is the first time in in our company's history that we've ever taken a brand new spanking ship and put it in the 3 and 4 night market. And I love the idea that we've done it because it really gives a great idea to those that sail just the 3 and 4 night markets what all our cruise line has to offer. And there is so many things to do on an Oasis class vessel.
They're some of my
So
favorites.
and it's going to Perfect Day twice. So, well, if you want to do a 7 night, that is, it would go
Right,
there
right,
twice.
right.
We do one on the 3 and one on the 4. So I'm super excited about this because it really is a great representation of just these ships have become a destination in
They are.
themselves. So
They are.
by taking it from the older ship to the brand spanking new one, you really get to see what's in store if you want to do a 7 night or even if you want to do now a 3 and 4 night. So,
No, I actually have some clients getting on next week. They're doing a back to back to back.
oh
They're
wow,
like, they're like, three's not enough, seven's not enough. We got to do 10. I was like, hey, sounds good. So,
sign
guys,
me
so
up.
I was on Utopia. It has some neat new amenities, venues, features. One of them is the new specialty dining venue that emulates a train ride. And guys, when I heard about this, I was like, I don't
Mm,
know, a train. Guys, it's pretty cool. It is pretty neat. I mean, the windows in there are like nice HD screens. I mean, I really think, especially the kiddos, are going to eat it up.
They're gonna love it, and it's kind of cool because you come down the stairs down to where the area is, and
Yep.
there's a big board that
Yep.
kind of ticker takes, just like if you were in Grand Central Station, where the numbers and everything come. And then when you walk through the doors of it, there are 2 rail cars
Yep.
that are right there side by side, and it kind of looks like you're on the platform of a train. So then you can go into whichever dining room that you have. There's seating for 4 at a time. So you got 2 in front of you, and then, it's a foursome. And then these great windows that the technology is just amazing. And so
cool.
as you're eating dinner, it's bringing you through, I think right now it's more of a wild west, and
Yep.
there might be a hijacking that might take place, I just want to say. But even during the yeah, right, don't tell, even during like the winter, we could maybe do something like a Polar Express type thing with so I think that there's so many things that you can do. So far, it's been a humongous hit that it stays packed every night that it's open, and the folks love it. So I think it's great. It wouldn't be great for like great big groups unless you just rented out the whole rail park.
I mean, it'd be cool if you could rent out the whole thing. That would be pretty fun.
So much fun. So much fun. Yeah, for sure.
And I'm a big fan of the production shows, the Aqua Theater show. And I know people are like, oh, is there still shows on a 3-night or a 4-night? Yes. And what they've done, I think this is right, Michelle. If I'm wrong, yell at me.
Okay.
I think it's one large production cast that does both, because I kind of recognize some of the same people in both, right? So guys, I have never seen a cruise ship production show. That means like the show in the theater with this many dancers, singers. It really was. It was just bigger than anything I've ever seen. Same for the Aqua Theater, right? Because it's the most cast members of an Aqua Theater show.
So incredible. So incredible. And the nice thing about it is that you've got your ice show, you've got your Broadway, or not your Broadway, but your show in the theater.
Yep.
Then you've got the Aqua show. There's so many different shows that are on there. And these are shows that if you were shoreside, you would be paying a lot of bucks for because they are really cool. In the ice show, we have former Olympians that are skating down there. In the dive show, we have former Olympians, divers that are in there. So it's not this, rinky-dink type show. It is pretty spectacular, and the shows are getting all the raves right now for sure.
They were good. And speaking of spectacular, I had a chance to tour the fairly newly opened Hideaway Beach Club at Perfect Day.
Yes.
And guys, true story, Michelle was like, oh my God, Jason, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. And I was like, okay, it's adults only. Sales talk, I get Michelle. Okay, thanks. I get it. Guys, I had a blast in there. So people ask, what's the vibe? I think they've done a really neat job at having the pool area be very much that like Ibiza, Vegas day club vibe.
Right. Yeah.
But if you don't want that, you can go down by the beach at the Cabana, and it is peaceful. It is serene.
Yeah.
And it's adults only.
And it's adults only. There's no little children around. And I know you love that. I think, and the other part of it that I really kind of liked was on the far side of the island there's 2 entrances in, right? At the one entrance, they also have that hut that has the live music that's there.
Right.
And they have a couple of games. And if you just wanted to sit and listen to live Caribbean music and look out to the ocean, oh my goodness, it's a fantastic day. And Hideaway Beach has got tons of areas of chairs. They've got the hammocks that are in the water and the huts with the table. I knew you would love it. I knew you would.
I love it. So clients ask me, is it really worth it? And it's like, it's not that much to get in. It's really not. And I'm like, it is worth it. I mean, it really was fun. I mean, I played ping pong in the water all day. There's swim up bars. I mean, it was a really, really fun day. So
the vibe is awesome. I know my daughter went there with I think 10 of her friends, and she was like, forget it. We didn't even leave the whole day. It was there. I didn't see the rest of the island because
I'm fortunate that I've seen Coco Cay before it was open, because all I want to do now is go right to Hideaway, and that's all I want to do. So, but look, if you guys still want more of the chill, the Cocoa Beach Club, still there, still family friendly, still there.
Oh yeah.
So, and look, and there's what I tell people that Coco Cay is neat, you don't have to buy one of these clubs or beaches,
No.
or special clubs if you don't want to. There's still tons of complimentary places, correct?
Yes, yes, there really is. And I kind of equate it to kind of like when you're on board the ship. We have the different neighborhoods on these Oasis class vessels. We've got different neighborhoods at Perfect Day at Coco Cay as well. And there is
Right.
something simply for everyone. If you want to chill over in Chill Island, if you want to go over to Nellie's Beach on the other side of Coco Beach Club and do the beach games and the volleyball. We also have down at South Beach that if you can lay out and have a serene area that's kind of offset from everybody else. There's nature trails that you can take back there, or you can go to Harbor Beach where all the families hang out and there's mom and dad can see from, side to side. And then there's Oasis Lagoon, which is absolutely wonderful. Absolutely. They've got this huge pool area that's the largest in the
I
Caribbean.
think it's the largest in the Bahamas,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
So we are, and then if you want to do Thrill Water Park because you're into those, zoom slides, whether they be the ones that make your stomach go crazy, like you're going to grandma's house, or we got the tallest water slide at 135 feet.
There are a few defining moments of my life. One of them was one of those curse word slides at Coco Cay where the floor.
Yes, I hate it. I did it once.
I did it once. Never again. No, I did it once. So, all right.
Right.
So we also have a new baby. I know she's been out for a couple of months, but she's still, the biggest ship in the world, has everything. My clients are absolutely loving Icon of the Seas. So tell us kind of, if for people who have not been on Icon, what is like the must do, something special that only is on Icon of the Seas?
Wow, if I have to boil it down to one, I don't know if I can. It's like
Okay,
saying
that's
what's
fine.
my favorite thing. But let me just tell you, there's so many things to do. Again, we stuck with the whole concept of the neighborhoods. Wizard of Oz is the Broadway production on Icon. It is incredible. The technology is phenomenal. I've never seen even on Broadway. I've never seen Wizard of Oz as good as this one.
Wow.
And that was amazing. At one point in time, Dorothy lifts up off the stage in her bed in a tornado coming above your head. Okay, wow. So it is amazing. The tech, and I don't want to tell you everything about it, but it's incredible. The water show, the aqua show they're taking talent that is in the water. They're giving you aerialists that are coming in. They're giving you those guys that bounce on those ropes and do flips. And I don't even know how they do it. And then you've got the high divers. And then we've got robots that are behind there that put together kind of like a half pipe for this extreme skateboarding.
That's great. Yeah.
You don't know where to look. It's like so many things to do and see. Up in the Aqua Theater now, they have this fabulous new area that is, I don't want to call it like a windjammer, but it's like many little restaurants in a row that is complimentary. So in the morning, if you want to go up and get a fresh crepe, you can. They also have fresh paninis, fresh Mediterranean. There are so many places to eat, drink, and be merry on this ship that it's incredible.
You know what's crazy is my clients came back and they said, they're like, Jason, this is gonna sound crazy, but we loved the elevator system.
Oh, these smart elevators.
So I was like, okay, you guys are a little crazy. You're a little crazy. And then I went to Utopia, which has the elevator system. And I'm like, this is the best thing in the world. Like,
it's the best thing since sliced bread, for real.
Athlete, and guys, it's hard to really describe unless you've experienced it yourself. Right. Like, you just don't wait for elevators, like ever.
No, ever. It's like in the brand new upscale hotels. A lot of them have it.
I've seen that. Yes.
You go to the elevator bank, you push on the button of what floor you want to go to. It tells you which bank to go to, and depending on the amount of times that it's chosen for that particular floor, determines which elevators come into you and how many people can fit in there. So. And then it goes directly to just those decks. So it might be 2 decks, or it might be just your one deck, and it's lickety split.
It's so
efficient.
It is very efficient. I hope it's something that can be rolled out on the other
Yes.
ships. I don't know that it can, but I hope
I know.
so.
I
Now,
know. Me too.
So, we know Icon is the first in a new class of ships, and its sister ship, the second in the class, Star of the Seas. So, we talked about Utopia,
Yeah.
and we didn't talk about, if you didn't know, what's sailing out of Port Canaveral.
Right.
And so, we talked about how, 3-4 night ships or 3-4 night sailings had the old ships. Port Canaveral used to kind of have the older ships too, the old timer, the fan favorites. People are like, I'm going to do it. So Utopia being a new ship there was a big deal.
Big deal. Big deal.
Big deal. And then Royal Caribbean said, oh no, we're not giving you one new ship from Port Canaveral. We're going to give you 2 ships from Port Canaveral. So tell us what you can about Star of the Seas, the second in the Icon class.
So I am so excited for the Star to be coming to Port Canaveral. It, is totally, for this area especially, one of those markets that we can drive to if we want, or you can fly into Melbourne, or you can fly into Sanford, or you can fly into Orlando to get there. Star is going to be doing the 7-night Eastern and Western Caribbean itinerary. The ship is going to be very similar to that of Icon, but because Icon was the first in the set, Icon we hit all sorts of history records for our company. So the fact that Star is going to be even better because we're working out some of the kinks still with the Icon.
Every new ship class.
Every new ship class does that. So number 2 is going to be out of this world incredible because we'll be able to tweak a little of the things that we needed to have tweaked. And I'm super excited about it. They have not said anything yet on the shows or whatnot because we just launched. Poor Icon, we had all of the press, and then we had to move to Utopia. So we're going to let that ride for a little bit while.
Fair.
And then, they're not going to tell us in the sales department what exactly we're going to have on the Star because we have too big of mouths. We're going to tell everybody because we get so excited about it.
So I just got back from Cruise Planner Convention last week, and Vicky Freed, hi, if you don't know who she is, if you're watching, she's very high in sales at Royal Caribbean.
Yes.
And she was like, I would tell you guys about Star of the Seas, but I don't think any of you could actually keep a secret.
No, never we could. And that's why they don't tell us either, because we can't. There's no way. I'm so excited about this. And to have 2 brand new ships in the Port Canaveral area. A lot of folks talk about, if I'm going to take a Florida ship, I'm going to take it out of Fort Lauderdale or Miami because there's a lot of things to do pre or post. There are so many things to do in the Port Canaveral area, in the Cocoa Village is out of this world, just adorable, cute, with lots of restaurants, little cafes. You can come in the day before and head on over there. There's a ton of restaurants. Of course, there's the personal favorites for families like Kennedy Space Center, and I think they have a dinosaur museum and a Wizard of Oz museum down there now, and there's a zoo, and
it's not the dumpy little port it used to be.
No, it's not. It's really not. There's so many things to do.
And
now you're going to get 2 great ships right there out of Port Canaveral.
Killer. Now, you guys were able to keep a secret and announce something big just a few days ago that blew my mind. And we're talking, of course, about Perfect Day Mexico. I mean, we've heard about doing, the beach club in Cozumel. We've heard about them doing a beach club in the, in Nassau. Nassau. Yeah. So okay, it's not out of the realm of possibility to open beach club other places. But I mean, those 2 words, Perfect Day, to me, are them throwing down the gauntlet because it means more than just a beach club.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. I want to coin exactly what you said and bring you on the road with me because that's exactly it. We threw down the gauntlet. And between Icon and Utopia, of course, they were the largest ships that had the biggest splash in our company's history. but Perfect Day at Coco Cay is a huge driver of Royal Caribbean
It is.
because there are just so many things to do, all the different neighborhoods, like we were just talking about. And for that to be coming to Mexico, right off the coast and right there by the port of Costa Maya, is incredible.
I know.
I am just like, I am super excited about it. We are going to have water slides. We are going to have local artisans. There'll be an area just for if you wanted the little niceties like Cocoa Beach Club. We'll have some areas that'll be there like that. Hopefully, we'll have another hideaway, Jason.
It's Mexico.
Yes, how can you not?
How could you not? So if you guys don't know, the Royal Caribbean has purchased the port of Costa Maya. They're going to allow other ships to continue docking there. But once Perfect Day Mexico opens, only Royal Caribbean passengers will be allowed to enter Perfect Day Mexico. So I'm excited because I have jokingly said Costa Maya is Spanish for staying on board the ship.
Okay, you said that
because it's always like it's not my thing. I'll get off, have lunch at the little terminal area. Yeah. It's fine, and then I'll head back to the to the night ship. But this is truly going to become a destination.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
But from like someone who sells these destinations and these itineraries, I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't want that itinerary because it doesn't go to Coco Cay," or "I don't want that itinerary because I don't like Western Caribbean as much."
Right.
And now, I love Cozumel, but adding the beach club there, adding Perfect Day, all of a sudden, I think Western is going to be just as great.
It's going to be happening. It's going to be happening for sure. Yeah. You're getting off the ship. I know you will.
Yeah,
I know you'll get off the ship now. So it's Royal Caribbean terminology for Perfect Day, and you're going to get off this.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, those two words I think carry weight. They carry meaning.
Yeah. Oh, they do. And it's so much fun. And I love the fact that it's going to be real close to, we can't invent new islands, but we can invent though places that you can go and feel comfortable and feel safe and know that it's a Royal Caribbean product, but it's not in your face, right? So some of these places that you go that are private islands, everything is kind of in your face. This gives you an opportunity, a world of adventure right there in the port. You don't have to go too far. It's just Royal Caribbean branded. So it's not got, I know some of these, ports of call that we go into, and there's 100 places or more that you can get the same t-shirt for $10 or 2 for $20. It's not going to be like that now.
Right.
And a lot of folks didn't want to get off. And it's the same thing with our beach clubs. A lot of folks weren't getting off in Nassau. Now they'll have an opportunity to get off, enjoy the day, enjoy the beach in a place that is safe and comfortable for them, and still have the beautiful beaches, the beautiful, I don't know, just the feeling of authentic in that area of the people, not necessarily everything that's going on in that port, but just so
I get
it's kind of cool. Local artists.
I feel sorry for the people who are going to be docked at Costa Maya and they made a mistake by not booking a Royal Caribbean cruise, and they're going to see Perfect Day. It's like I've done a lot of cruise lines and stuff, and I've gone to other private islands and I've seen Coco Cay, and I'm like, man. Going to the wrong one.
Especially for those parents that have little kids. Can you imagine them seeing like a great big tall water slide and then not having, within touch or reason, of a short boat ride, and nope, we're not going there today. No. That would be terribly hard to explain.
It'd be hard to explain. if this was a late night show, I would tell you some of the jokes some of the comedians have made about this. But that's for the after hour show. Well, Michelle, thank you so much for coming on, giving us just a short summary of everything new going on at Royal Caribbean. Guys, it's an exciting time. People always ask me, I'm going to ask you, Michelle, when's the best time for me to book my Royal Caribbean vacation?
So, in all honesty, I would say the further out, the better.
Okay.
Luckily, you know, with you guys, with cruise planners, you guys have a ton of group space
Yep.
booked on a ton of different sail dates that you guys have locked in some really low rates on. And in comparison to some of your competitors, they're not going to find it. Quite honestly, I think there was one sailing on the Icon that you guys had space on, and we were selling it for $6,000 more. So by just reaching out to you alone is going to save them a ton of money.
Actually, I have a client on a Royal Caribbean cruise right now. She went to next cruise, booked Icon, was happy with the price, And I said, hey, I'm going to save you like $1,700. Okay. And she was like, what?
Yeah.
But, because we have the headquarter space and, so yes, I always tell people, if you're afraid of the price on the website, don't close it, the tab, open an email, shoot me an email, pick up the phone. Let's talk about it. There are great deals to be had.
For sure. For sure. And there's the onboard credit that you get as well. Cruise planners, you guys are amazingly huge supporters of Royal Caribbean. We appreciate your business so much, but the partnership between us both is just incredible. So the different offers that you get, but I think just in general, it's for me, I think, and I tell my mom this, I've already got her booked a year out, that it's better to do it earlier than later. You get better choice of stateroom. You get to lock in those lower rates before anybody else, right? And before they go up. So I think if they ever go down, you're still protected. Although I wouldn't go down to a lower rate, I would just upgrade to a higher, nicer cabin because you've already set the budget, right?
Right.
So yeah, I think that, and that is something that you guys take care of for them.
We do.
And that you wouldn't get if you just booked directly through us either, So I think that the fact that they've already found your value in so many different ways. I know I tell everyone, use your agent because that's where the deals are. Don't book direct with us for sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Michelle, thank you as always. And we'll be back next week. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.